Hello everyone. So I thought it would be fun to do a really impromptu live for the new moon in Capricorn. So I don't want to be on here super long, so I kind of want to make it short, sweet, and simple, but really share the essence or maybe some of the beautiful nutrients for our internal landscape and our soil of our garden, if you will, so that we can really think about the seeds that we want to plant, not only just within this lunar cycle that we're within with working with Capricorn, but to also think about what it is that we are also planting within this next numerological year ahead, if you will. So I'll invite you to get nice and comfy. If you can dedicate your time right now to just kind of maybe take some space to let the words that I share digest with your essence, and then we'll move into some sound. So if you do have headphones, I recommend that. And yeah, doing whatever you desire to get nice and comfy within your space. And also, just as a friendly note, I'm kind of far from the screen, so I can't see comments. So if you do join, thank you. If you share anything, thank you for sharing. And thank you for being here or watching if you watch now or later. So this new moon that is taking place, or it already peaked earlier today, this afternoon, and it peaked or took place at 9 degrees in Capricorn, which I think is so lovely to think about because we are transitioning collectively into a 9-year with 2025. So there's honestly such beautiful spaciousness of renewal of where we're actually kind of planting intentions and seeds, especially if we have been more on this journey of really being dedicated and devoted towards what it means to allow for deeper healing for ourselves and deeper remembrance and coming into more understanding of who we are, and just how we connect with life around us, and even how we allow ourselves to be connected to our roots or our own structure when it comes to our beingness and our consciousness. So especially because in November we wrapped up our Pluto cycle within Capricorn as well. So when we take this time to think about the energy that we're receiving during this new moon in Capricorn, we really are getting this fresh soil of thinking of all that we've moved through within this archetypal lens of Capricorn from 2008 with the Pluto work that was taking place for regeneration and transformation. And then now I'm looking at Josh because it keeps moving. And then now stepping in to this essence of Aquarius as an archetypal lens with that Pluto essence. But it's so beautiful because both Capricorn and Aquarius in a traditional lens of astrology are both ruled by Saturn. And this new moon is actually creating a beautiful aspect to Saturn in Pisces still. So we have a nice sextile, so we have this communication between the moon, which represents more of our habits or thinking of body or physically, you can, of how we process things, or emotionally, and then our essence of spirit, if you will, with the sun being in Capricorn, speaking to Saturn, which hopefully we're kind of now seeing at this point of now shifting into a renewed cycle of what does it mean to allow ourselves to be more trusting, to find greater surrender, and allowing more, how do I want to say, more of what it is that we are wanting to express and to experience. And I would really love to highlight that within this new moon, it is creating a square to Chiron in Aries. And I think that this is really is this really the initiator of mind, is this really the initiator of mind. And the work that Chiron has been doing for quite some time in Aries is really allowing us to kind of still see what mask or lenses do we wear in like the restriction of how we initiate ourselves within our mental body that is not truly purely authentic to the genuine like blueprint or structure of our own soul and personality, right? In this finding more and greater union. So I hope all of that kind of made sense. I thought those were like kind of the more important things to kind of just touch on slightly or to notate. And I will say I did meditate during the peak of the new moon when it went exact, because I love doing that. If you don't do that, I highly recommend it, because it's just nice to see like what you experience or what's taking place within that moment if you have some time to be within stillness and to just listen to what wants to be shared. And it was interesting because when I was meditating, I was able to just face the sun with my eyes closed. And then I have been doing this thing lately where I like put my hands over my eyes after I look at the sun, not directly, but with my eyes closed or face the sun, and then covering it. And it was just, it was really interesting in me sitting in that more meditative or receptive space, the highlighting of this duality within light and darkness, and also thinking we are in the winter season. So even though the light is growing, we are still in this essence of greater darkness or greater shadow. Not to say that it's bad or good, but I just thought that it was really beautiful, because right now, if we really allow ourselves to tune in to this essence of the darkness with the new moon, and the darkness of what does it mean to just allow oneself to rest within this essence of lack of light, but to remember that within that lack of light, it is present, and to find safety in knowing that even though the light may be gone, or even if like we are experiencing any challenges or friction or just difficulties with moving through certain things, how can we invite deeper grounding within our body, within our physical structure, and also our mental and emotional body, so then that we can actually allow for processing and feel safe, or more safety, to move through whatever it is that we are going through. So I hope that made sense, because I feel like my brain was kind of hopping around. But indeed, so with all of that being said, if you would like to get comfy, if you haven't already, I'm going to move into doing a little mini sound journey for us. I'm not sure if I'll do a little guided visualization, but we will see what comes through. All right. So we're just going to start with a few grounding breaths. So maybe if it feels comfortable to you, you can close your eyes, or maybe just finding a spot to look at within your room or your space. And then whenever you reach your next inhalation, just imagining that breath moves all the way down to the base of your spine. And then exhaling exhaling and sending that breath through the soles of your feet into the earth beneath you. And just continuing this rhythm with your breath until you allow all of your essence to settle, to root, to ground into this present moment. So maybe noticing the toes, the fingers, bringing awareness to your arms, the belly, the chest, the back. Maybe allowing the arms to soften even more. If you happen to be holding your phone at this moment, maybe you even set your phone down and just allow yourself to listen and to just receive within this moment. Taking a few more deep breaths, breathing in all the way to the base of the spine, and then exhaling, sending that breath into Mother Earth. And then I'll just invite you to take a moment to reflect on what are some things that you were able to overcome or move through this year that you can show gratitude for in this moment and that you can celebrate. As you think about these things, how can you allow yourself to experience this gratitude or even this awe, this inspiration towards what it means to allow yourself to expand And even if you're having some difficulty of thinking of anything, if you are, how can you even think about maybe within this past week, this past month, what is something that you can celebrate? What's one choice that you've made that has made truly a difference, even if it's in a very subtle way? Invite you to think about everything that you have moved through within your life that has allowed you to be strong, to be resilient, to be courageous, to be able to move through these things. So really just creating this spaciousness within this moment to think about this life that you have been cultivating for yourself. And just just really inviting yourself to look at the bigger picture of your own storylines and your own experience. So how can you expand even more further out to see a new perspective about different situations or challenges or even exciting moments that you've been able to experience? And can you just allow yourself to celebrate and to show some gratitude for all of it? And then if you feel ready to move on from that space, I'll invite you to take a moment to think about what is it that you want to continue to cultivate within your life. What would you like to water and nourish within the garden of your life, of your beingness, of your heart, of your body, of your mind? As you continue to think about what it is that you want to cultivate, I'll invite you to notice if there is any part within you that doesn't believe that it's possible, that you aren't capable, or if there's doubt or fear. What would it mean within this space that we are co-creating together to give whatever that heaviness is to the sound within this moment, to the flow of your breath, and to acknowledge that essence that might be present, that doesn't believe, but to create the space of allowing yourself to fully cultivate this feeling of allowance for what it is that you are desiring more of, and to let it rest more fully within your body. And as you journey with the sound, allowing yourself to melt even more, to let your body open up to receiving the feeling of knowing that all that it is that you are desiring within to be experienced without, that for this time you can dream as big as you want, and you can know that it's available to you. All you have to do is continue to open up, to let go, to continue to flow with the rhythm of your breath, and to honor whatever it is that arises within your thoughts or your emotions, but to choose what it is that you want to keep within your internal garden, and to honor whatever it is that you are ready to give back to the earth, or to give off to the sun, to the sound, to your breath, so that it can be regenerated, to breathe life into allowing you to be within this flow of experience. So wherever you're at, within your internal journey, I'll just invite you to begin to reconnect with your breath if you happen to go away from it. And to just allow yourself to take a moment to rest within this spaciousness of really unlimited potential possibilities. And to invite these essences, these desires, to rest gently within your beingness, so that as you continue about within this upcoming new year, that you can always come back to this internal space that provides a zoomed out perspective and allows you to invite this essence of hope, of allowing yourself to desire to experience a life that you enjoy, that, yes, of course, will bring about lessons and different turning points, if you will, but that allows you to still find a sense of peace as you continue to navigate through whatever it is, whatever cycle or season that you might be within. And then maybe if you feel like setting a word of intention for yourself to carry with you within this upcoming month or upcoming year, you can do so now while you're within this space. And then just allowing yourself to take a moment to express some gratitude to yourself for taking some time out of your night, because I think it's 10:35, y'all, to receive, or whenever, if you're watching this after. And we'll just go ahead and close out this space with divine love, light, and truth. We are complete. All right, so that is it from me. And if you feel like you want some grounding, or if you just want to cruise on into bed, I love that for you. But feel free to take some light movement, to drink some water, maybe even journal, or if you have cards, if you want to pull some cards for yourself and continue this space with intention to really root into clarity for what it is that you want to cultivate for yourself, then I encourage you to do that. But other than that, I hope that everyone has a beautiful rest of the night, and I look forward to sharing space with you all again soon. All right, I'm gonna get up and see if I can read anything, but yeah, other than that, I'm gonna close it out. Good night.